Hey, ladies.
Hi.
Hey. Long time no see. How y'all been?
Really good.
That's good. You ladies look beautiful. Like gorgeous. I love to
Thank
see it.
you.
I love to see it. So I'm glad that y'all are doing good, especially with the pandemic and everything. So let's just jump right into it. Now, Kim, I have a question for you, my love. What is the biggest challenge about managing Crimson's modeling career?
So I would say there's two things that make it tough at her age, especially. She's in high school, so as we know, school is the most important thing. So, if there's an audition, if there's a show or anything, and we're going to be out of town, and she's going to have to miss school, school always comes first. There hasn't been a lot of travel lately. But so she hasn't had to miss a lot of school, which is good, but to balance. So you've got to find that balance and make sure that she's gets to be a kid, she gets to go to high school, she gets to do all those fun things, but then she also gets to do all this other special stuff. But I'm not going to take her out of school every week. So we pick and choose the things that we want to do and make sure that she still kind of has that school focus, especially right now. The second challenge is really finding people that I trust with her, like you guys. So I'm lucky that I found Lacey and you and T, and so I trust you guys to for her to be around, but I trust you guys to nurture her and to do what's right. Early on, when she was about 6, when this all started, we got so lucky in finding Gwen Nana and her modeling school, and had people like Tristan Richards and Leandro help her at such an early age, and I was able to trust them with her growth. And every now and then I'll meet people, or we'll try something and do something, and I just don't feel it. And so you have to really go with your gut, especially with somebody that's young, and just make sure that I've been lucky. I've been lucky to find people that I could trust her with. But that's a challenge. You have to trust people because she's a minor. So like I have to make sure that she's safe on top of everything.
Yeah, and especially in the modeling industry, and sometimes you come around sketchy photographers, sketchy travel agent, all that. It's just so sketchy out there, and it's great that you are very protected about your child, because the world is a crazy place. So you have to make sure you protect her at all costs. And I'm so happy that you shared that you trust her with us, and we are so happy to have her, and she has been working it the whole entire time. Listen, every time that we work with her, it's an amazing experience.
Thank you.
Now, Crimson, this is one for you, honey. Now, we all have seen you rip the runway and behind the camera. And if anybody haven't seen her, honey, she is fierce. So, but my question is, which one would you prefer? Would you prefer the runway, or would you prefer print?
I really prefer runway because I like the whole production of it, and I like being in front of an audience. The feeling of walking in front and just like knowing people are there, but at the same time having to block them out is a really special feeling. And meeting designers, especially like designers like you, are really fun to meet.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what inspired you to become a model in the first place?
So at first I didn't really want to be a model, actually. I went to the modeling school she talked about before, and I just really went there to get out of my comfort zone and not like hug onto my mom's leg when meeting strangers. But I realized while doing the modeling school that I really enjoyed runway.
Okay, that's good. That's good. And the actual passion shows every time you're on the runway that I see, and I'm sure everybody else sees it as well. So as a young model, how would you like to inspire other models to actually follow their dreams?
I would say find what makes you happy. Do either print or runway, whichever one makes you happier. And also, don't let other people tell you what to do, really. Do what makes you feel happiest and joyful. And you're not always going to be the best at it. You're going to probably be bad at it in the beginning and then get better. And sometimes you are going to fail, but that helps you.
Yeah, practice make perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Be close to it. What is the most amazing part about managing Crimson's career?
Really, like, and you kind of said it, like, you know, I'll try to take the mom out of it, but watching her out there, you could tell she loves it. So like, you know, and I know her really well. I mean, she is not, she's a shy person. So when I see her out there killing it, I'm like, oh my goodness, you know. And so, you know, all different with print too. So, you know, we had a photo shoot with Catalina and it was all day long and it was 7 looks and she killed it. And like, I was just sitting there watching her, and it just sitting back and watching somebody do something they love is really cool, you know. And it's not, I'm not good at it. I never modeled. I never did any of this. So it's all, the whole world's new to me. But watching her out there, you know, every time she goes out on the runway, every time she's in a photo shoot, seeing the pictures come back, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is awesome. This is awesome. And doing different things and coming out of her shell and trying new things. As a mom, it's awesome to see. And then, you know, as somebody that I danced, so I'm in a different world than her, but a performer, watching another performer doing something they love, it's so amazing to watch.
And you know what? I can definitely agree with you, because knowing that, me working with her over a few years now, it is a proud moment to see her out there killing it. So especially as a mom, I can only imagine. Only imagine. So that is definitely really wonderful to hear. Now, Crimson, what model do you look up to the most? Every model in the world, which one do you look up to?
So for local, I really get inspired by Ka. Ka is extremely nice and humble, and she really loves to help other people.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And not only is she super well on the runway, even though she thinks sometimes that she isn't, the moment she hits it, it's just on. You can tell that she's going to be amazing.
That's amazing. That is really, really wonderful to hear. Now, if you had a chance to walk for one major designer, which one would it be and why?
So I would really like to walk for Chanel, because
I'd like to own some Chanel.
They've always been super traditional and classic. Even if new trends are rising up, they've always stayed true to what their brand is. And they're very identifiable. They stick to what they do, but they spice it up like almost every decade, which I really like.
Okay, so Chanel, if you watching this, honey, you need to book her. ASAP. Now, Crimson, where do you see yourself long term with your modeling career? I know you're young now and you have the whole world ahead of you, but right now, where do you see your modeling career going in the future?
So I would really like to be more creative in my photo shoots. We're coming up with the idea to do a photo shoot with a snake. That would be a lot of fun for me. I really love snakes. I
can't wait to see that.
I know. We have a snake. I have a friend with a snake.
Yeah.
So.
And we were actually going to travel to South Korea, but it got stopped because of COVID. We were going to do it that spring break that everything got locked down on. Mm-hmm. I would really like to model in South Korea.
Okay, that's actually really, I'm sure that definitely can happen, honey. With your talent and your looks and your passion, it's going to happen. I can already foresee it.
We have tickets ready to go the second the world opens back up. So, But she's been taking Korean and studying their culture and everything about them. It's an amazing country, and we were supposed to be there last year, and we will go as soon as we can. So
that is amazing that you've been studying on their culture. That is absolutely amazing. That's good. So then when you're in there, you like go with the flow. You'll be like blend in, speaking in whatever, and you pretty much kind of know the ropes. That's really good to hear.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited for you ladies, and Crimson, for your future endeavors. I cannot wait, especially with this photo shoot with the snake. I'm definitely want to see that one. So ladies, can you let everyone know where they can find Crimson just to book or for a photo shoot or a runway?
Everything's through her Instagram, which is Crimson Thrice, all one word, CrimsonThryce. And that you can message through that or anything through that. And that's kind of where all her photos are. Everything's in that one space.
Okay, great. Ladies, would you like to share anything else with the ladies and the gentlemen out there in the world?
Do you have anything else? You good?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Just to anybody else out there, we miss everybody.
Yes.
we cannot wait. I'm me, I'm behind the scenes, but can't wait to be back out on the runway. Can't wait to have a new show with the Fashion Roundtable and with you guys. Lacey, we miss you so much. T, we miss you. And we're hoping that we could all get together in person really soon.
Yes, and I cannot wait for that as well. And you say that you be working behind the scenes, but let me tell everyone, like, Kim be running it back there. Like, seriously. Like, I don't know if anybody know what happens behind the scenes. It's like, I know some of y'all watch the Victoria's Secret, like, runway behind the scenes. Kim can actually coordinate through all of that, honey, because she know how to organize it, make it not chaotic back there. She is like a saving grace, if nobody don't know.
Herding all the models is a full-time job.
Yeah, and honey, kudos to you because you be back there working it.
I love it. That's my favorite part. So,
well, thank you guys so much for joining us on the Fashion Roundtable, and I cannot wait to see you guys soon.
I know. Miss you guys.
Miss you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.